A very good morning to all my students. This is again your Srijita ma'am with your English literature class. Hope you all okay, having healthy diet and safe at home, right? Now the students must be knowing that last day I have given you a revision work to do, right? Hope you all have done that. Students, I have also told you that I will be discussing the answers of the revision work in the next tutorial video, isn't it? So, you all take a pen and the copy where you have written those answers to check as I tell. Okay. Now, the first set is to write the meanings of, right? So, the first word is gestures. It means movement of head or limbs to express an idea or feeling, right? Next one is swiftly. It means quickly, right? The third one is wobbled. This means moved unsteadily from side to side. Now the next one is suspicion, which means the feeling that something or someone cannot be trusted, right? The fifth one is sleep in. This means to go somewhere quickly and quietly, especially without being noticed. The sixth one is bulging, which means sticking out from something. Okay. Now, the next one is convinced, which means was very sure, right? Next, the eighth one is shrieking, which means loud shouting and screaming. Okay. The ninth one is crisp, which means used to describe weather that is cold, dry and bright. Okay. The last word is tumble. It means to move in an uncontrolled manner as if about to fall. Okay. So, I hope you all have written these word meanings clearly, right? Now, I will discuss about the second set of questions, that is to answer the following questions. Okay. So, the first question is, what did people say about Henry? Now students, you can write answers of your own, you will be writing answers by your own, but there must be some corrections. There may be some corrections that has to be done. So check the answers, whatever you have written. If it is correct, then it's okay. If it is not correct, then correct by listening to my answers. Okay. So the first question is, what did people say about Henry? People has claimed that the chameleon named Henry could poison people 20 feet away simply by spitting at them. Okay, I hope you have written this answer only. Now, the second question is how Henry used to take food from the author. So, what is the answer? Henry used to take food from the author's hand very swiftly. His tongue used to act like a boomerang which came back to him with the food, an insect victim attached to it. Before the author could hardly notice, the grasshopper between his fingers would be between Henry's jaws. Okay, so this is the answer. Now, your third question is why Henry's eyes were his remarkable possession. I hope you all know this answer, isn't it? So check your answers well. Henry's eyes were his most remarkable possession because each eyeball bulging out of his head wobbled up and down, backward and forward. These movements made him appear quite scary. He could move one eye without disturbing the other. Okay. Now, the fourth question is what does the poet mean by without warning? I hope you all can understand from which poem it is given. Yes, it is from your poem, that is Snow. So the answer is the poet has meant that the snow was falling suddenly from the sky without giving any prior information. That means the snow was falling all of a sudden. Okay. Now the fifth question is what will happen on one morning? This is also the question from the poem Snow. I hope you can understand. So the answer is the poet has imagined that on one morning he would open the door of his house to bring the morning's milk inside the house. He would find that all around his house there is full of snow fallen from the sky and lying still. Okay, so these are the 5 question answers that I have given. I hope you all have understood and you have all written the answers by your own. Right. So I hope all have checked your answers and corrected it if required. Alright. Now, the students, listen to me very carefully. There are few things about which I want to discuss with you all. Okay. The first thing is, although I am an English teacher, as you all know very well or may not be knowing, but unlike the previous years, this time for this online session particularly, I am only taking your English literature class. and not the language class. Okay. There are many students who are sending me both English language as well as English literature home assignments. I think you know it better than me, right? No, I'm not complaining about anybody. You can send both English literature and English language to me as I'm an English teacher, but in this regard, I'm just telling you what is better and what is not. Okay. So, the students, those who had sent me their English literature home assignments or something else must have seen that I have replied them individually, right? You must have seen that I have not replied to those particular mails which came from English language. You must have seen that, right? Now, being an English teacher, I could have answered to those mails too, but I didn't. Can you understand what I am telling, students? Now, to be frank with you all, as you are all my students, actually, the thing is, I felt like disrespecting the other teacher who is teaching this particular subject, that is your English language. Moreover, I hardly know about the homeworks that you have got from that teacher. So, I didn't want to interfere in others' teachers' teaching strategy. Can you understand? I know, and even you students know well, that your language teacher is a good teacher to guide you well. You send all your language assignments to your language teacher and not to me. Hope he will help you out. If then also you have any problem, then send me a mail. I will try to resolve your problems. Okay. I hope you can all understand. I'm not blaming you at all. I'm telling you repeatedly. But I'm telling you for your betterment, for your understanding. Since you are growing up and you have to understand all these things. So, from henceforth, send me or mail me all the English literature assignments or problems if you have, and I will positively help you out as much as possible. Okay? Now, the second thing is very important. Listen to me. There are few students who had sent me their homeworks, especially I am talking about the mixed sentences, that homeworks to whom I had replied specifically. You must have seen that to some of the students I have replied specifically about the mixed sentences, isn't it? You must have understood where are the corrections required. I have told in few of the mails that these are the parts where it has to be corrected, isn't it? Now listen, for those problems, I want to repeat my words once more, as I do not want my students to continue with their same mistakes. Now, what is that? Now, listen, whenever you are framing any sentences, you must remember throughout your life that you cannot change the form of the given words. Form of the given words means in whichever form it is given, you cannot change it at all. Okay. If the word is in the present tense, you cannot change it to past tense by adding ed to it, or you cannot change it to the continuous form by adding ing to it. No, it is wrong. keep the sentences in the same form which is given in the question. Okay, and with the given word only, try to frame your sentences. Try it once more, whichever or whoever has done mistakes. Try it once more with the given words to make proper sentences and send me once again. I will again check your assignments. Okay. So, students, listen. This time I am not giving any of the homework assignments. You cannot say that ma'am is giving all the time your homework assignments. You are having full of homework assignments and all that. You cannot say like that. Since this time I am not giving any homework assignments to you all. But you have to practice your lessons, isn't it? So, what will you do this time? You are going to revise or you are going to practice the mixed sentence homeworks that I have given before. You must know that few of the students, those who have mailed me, I have told them to correct it once again. You know na? So what you will do? You will write all those mixed sentences again by your own. I want all the students. There are few students only who has mailed me with the mixed sentence homeworks, but this time I want all my students to send me with those mixed sentence homeworks. Okay. You will make the mixed sentences once again. Those who are having incorrect ones, they will do it again. They will repeat those words again. But whenever you are making the mixed sentences, you must keep in mind that the form of the particular given word must be same, isn't it? As I have told it earlier also, that you cannot change the form of the words given. You cannot change the word to present tense, to past tense, or to continuous forms. You cannot change its forms. In whichever form the word is given, you have to frame sentences with that only. Okay. So you will take a fresh page again in your copy or diary, wherever you are writing. There again you will practice making these mixed sentences. Okay. After writing all these mixed sentences again, you will click a picture of that, and as you have done earlier, you will send me as a mail again for correction, and I will correct it again for you. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now the students, I must mention this time that there are few students who are very much interactive and cooperative with me, who are continuously sending me mails about their homeworks, whether it is wrong or right. But there are many more students who are not at all interacting with me by sending their homeworks. I don't know why. I want all my students to come in contact with me through mail. As you are having virtual classes in the computer session, in the video classes, you are not able to come to your school. I know you are feeling very much boring, but this is the normal life. This is the life now which we have to agree with it. This life we have to take it normally. We cannot help each other. Okay. So this time I want all my students to send me the homework assignments as early as possible. Okay. Now I must say this time that I have given some revision works in the last tutorial video, but this time none of the students have sent me any of the answers. I don't know why. In this video, I have discussed all the question answers that I have given for the revision class. I hope you will understand that. You must be writing, you must be completing all your revision works, and you will be sending the revision works along with the answers, along with all the answers to me as early as possible. Okay, I'm going to correct your revision works along with your mixed sentences as soon as possible. Now, the students listen. This is your doubt clearance video. Lastly, we have done 2 chapters, means 1 chapter and 1 poem. This is your doubt clearance video. I am trying to clear your doubts, whatever doubts you are having, though I don't think that you have so many doubts in my pattern of teaching you people. But if you have doubt, that also you can mail it to me. If you have any doubt regarding understanding any part of the chapter, or regarding any difficulty in understanding the poem, wherever, in whichever part you feel like to explain me again for you, that part also you can write in a mail and send it to me. I will try to explain you through the mail itself or in the next tutorial video. Okay, so this is your doubt clearance video. I am trying to explain you with the answers with whichever doubts you faced. If then also you cannot find your problems are solved, then that part you mail me again. I will try to solve your problems. Okay, so we will start our new chapter in the next class, next tutorial video. So before that, wait for it and try hard to finish your works as soon as possible. Okay, so today till this much. I will be finishing over here only. Hope you have understood everything whatever I have told. Stay fit at home, listen to your parents whatever they are telling, stay healthy, and thank you. Okay.